Alright, how's everybody doing today? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about Tattooed Chef, the company and the stock. Why I think this stock long-term has a 10x potential in its stock price and in the business itself. The sure reason why I think that is this company is growing in rates that is so unbelievable, and they're in an industry that's growing so rapidly, and just the management team in place is so innovative, and they're basically releasing products left and right that's basically bestsellers. Like they go on shelves, they fly out of the shelves. Like, it's actually crazy. This company in very indirect way reminds me of a Tesla, where they're in an industry that's growing, and they're so innovative in that industry in itself. So I'm going to be talking about all of that in this video, why I think this is a 10x stock in the future. I mean, just today it was up a few percent just today, which is out of the norm. If you guys don't know, Tattooed Chef has been going down a lot over the last few months, and I've been glad that it has been. I've just been buying shares since it's been happening. So right before we jump into it though, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers just as soon as possible. So if you guys can help me reach 1,000 subscribers, probably by the end of summer is my goal, or by summer is my goal to reach 1K subs. If you guys can help me out, that would be really appreciated, and that will mean a lot. And also, if you haven't signed up for Webull, I have a link down in the description. Basically, they're giving away 2 free stocks if you deposit $100, and you guys can use that, maybe sell those stocks by Tattooed Chef with it. So it's free, literally free money. So make sure you guys do that. I'll have a link down below if you haven't already. Just jump straight into it though. Now, Tattooed Chef is at 18-19 bucks. They're a $1.5 billion company, which is pretty small. I feel like anything from 1 billion to 10 billion, those type of companies have the best potential, just as what I've seen, because it's a lot harder to go from 100 billion to $1 trillion and 10x that way than it is to go from 1 billion to 10 billion and 10x that way. If you guys, I mean, it's just kind of common sense right there. But today it's up 3%. I did buy a little today. Somehow I got at the lows. Now, how much? I just want to be fully transparent. I personally have around 200. I think this is a little old. I have like 270 shares of this stock, plus I have another, I think 50 on another brokerage. I think it's on my Webull account. I have another 50 shares of Tattooed Chef. So in total, I'm in probably like 300 something shares, but I'm not done buying the stock. I'm going to be buying a lot more of Tattooed Chef in the future. So definitely don't think I'm stopping there, right? And yep, probably my cost basis, I think, is around 20 bucks, 21, because I was buying a lot of the stock at 23s, and then even at 18, I bought some of this stock at $18, which is kind of nuts right there. Now, what this company is basically, they're in a plant-based, I'm going to be very quick with this, they're in a plant-based industry where it's plant-based food is growing like crazy, right? People that are vegetarian and even vegan is growing like crazy. Their food is pretty healthy. A lot of it's organic and stuff. But the reason why this company has a competitive advantage is it's not a normal food company where, let's say I want to make a food company. Okay, let me make mac and cheese. Okay, I got to go to this company and buy macaroni from them. I got to go to this company and buy the cheese from them. I got to go to this company and buy the packaging and then sell it. By the time I buy all those stuff, I'm not going to be making much money on the bottom line and profit. But this company, their margins are so good because they grow their food, they package their food, they design their food, they create the recipes for their food, and now they even market their food. The only thing they don't do is sell it because the grocery stores sell it. But they basically do all of that. All the work is right there. They do it themselves, which means the margins are a lot higher. Like if they sell $100 worth of food, they're probably going to be getting in the next few years, they're going to be getting 35 bucks for every 100 bucks they sell, which is crazy for this type of industry, right? Which is kind of crazy. Now, the reason why I think this company is going to do really well short term in terms of stock is look at how they're selling. Now, there's a Discord I'm in where they basically, people post how much this company is selling, or this food is selling out the shelves. Look at this. This is all gone. There's one food left from Tattooed Chef. Another Target store. It's all gone. There's only a few stuff in the top row. These 3 rows are all Tattooed Chef. They're all gone out of the shelves. And then you look at their competitors, Amy's. I mean, just look at what Amy's packaging looks like. I never understood Amy's like food packaging. Like I always see this at Sprouts and stuff like that. Even like any store I go in. Like their packaging looks like my grandma took a picture from her iPhone 5. Like I'm just saying, like this is not that good of packaging. I don't know how these companies get into these stores with this type of packaging. But I mean, I'm not judging there. Maybe it's a home style food, that's why. But nonetheless, this is why I think they're short term they're gonna do really well. Oops, what am I doing? Oh yeah. Okay, so basically they're selling so well that they basically they posted this a few months ago. They're already in Target. Like we already saw, they're already in Target big time. They almost have a full shelf or a full freezer in Target, which is kind of nuts. Now they're probably gonna go into a lot of these stores by the end of this year. I'm not even exaggerating that. They're probably gonna get into, at the end of this year, almost all, if not a lot of grocery stores. If not, they should be able to be in talks to getting into them within the next 1 to 2 years, if not that. So they have really good relations with Whole Foods, for example. They've been selling with Whole Foods. Basically, if you go to Whole Foods and buy cauliflower rice, you're basically buying Tattoo Chef cauliflower rice. They grown it themselves. Basically, the 365 brand, if I'm not mistaken, by Whole Foods sells cauliflower rice by Tattoo Chef. So that they've had a lot of relationships with Whole Foods over the last decade. The CEO and basically the company, which used to be Atella Foods, was before Tattoo Chef, and then they went into more branded products. Right now, this company 2021 they want to be in 10K stores, which is pretty crazy. That's pretty nuts. I'm surprised that there are a lot in the East Coast as well, like in Florida, which they're targeting the high population areas. And obviously, the higher population, we see that they're more health conscious. Like if you go to like the Midwest or the middle of the country, a lot of people aren't as health conscious as if you go to like those big cities, right? So that's definitely smart over there. And basically, in terms of the stock price, they're at 1.5 billion. I think that this company, with they have 150 million in cash. Look at this debt, nothing. They have no debt almost, dude. This is like credit card debt. This is nothing. That's kind of crazy. So all of their assets, they have basically 130 million in assets in cash, just in cash. It's probably more up to 150, 200 million. This is not too updated. So that already brings the market cap down quite a bit, 10-15% of their companies straight cash. That is kind of crazy. And I believe their next earnings report is May 7th. So I do think that's going to be pretty crazy for them. I think they're going to do pretty insane numbers for that quarter, for the first quarter of 2021, just by looking what they've done in Target. They've only been Target for the first half of the quarter. I think only in April and March. They've only been. And then I think, so only March would count towards the Q1. So Q2 is where you're really going to be seeing these products sell quite a bit. And that translate into their numbers in terms of EPS and everything. So that's going to be pretty crazy in that part. And we just look at their competitors like, I don't think I have it pulled up, but we look at their competitors like we look at Tattoo Chef, right? We have them at Target. Look at this. They're sold out. And then if you go to edit stores, you can see that every single store in the LA area, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, in the LA area, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock, out of stock. That is crazy, man. That is crazy. And if you go to like frozen mac and cheese, for example, look at this. It's all bad reviews. Like they don't have that good of reviews on Target, which is definitely like, look at this. 4 stars. This company is pretty big and they only have 4-star ratings. 33 reviews. And then you go to like a Tattooed Chef mac and cheese. And you look at, they've only been around for a few weeks. They already have 40 reviews, 5 stars. That is kind of crazy that a lot of these reviews are pretty well received. And how do you get into grocery stores and business, right? How you do this in business is by having a resume of high sell rate. Look at this sell rate. They're going to bring the sell rate and show it to all these. Okay, where did I have it pulled up? They're going to show it to all these chains. And they're going to be like, okay, look at this. We're selling crazy numbers in all these stores. And they're going to tell all these stores how good they're selling in Target. And they're going to accept their products. There's no reason why they wouldn't at least test their products out if they have the ability to do so. Obviously, I think Tattoo Chef has to ramp up production a lot, which I don't have any doubts they will do so. And yeah, and now the final thing I want to point at is a lot of people are looking at this as just a frozen food company, man. Like, oh, dude, this is a frozen food company. They're probably not going to do anything, dude. It's just a frozen foods. Who buys frozen foods anymore? They're more healthy. But no, man, this company is going to grow past that, dude. People have to look at that. They're going to grow way past that. That's why you have to have a long-term outlook on this. It's like saying Tesla was only going to do those expensive cars. They were never going to do cheaper cars to mass production and mass sell those cars. But no, they did that, obviously. That's where the potential is. Same with Tattoo Chef. I see that they're going to be doing snacks, plant-based snacks, even like plant-based cauliflower type snacks, are gonna sell like crazy in my opinion. And Target is really big in snacks, and they're gonna be accepting Tattooed Chef. Obviously, they know how good and popular Tattooed Chef is. They're gonna start accepting those products there. Now, that's why I don't think you can really see this company as just what they're doing today. You got to be looking a little forward when you're valuing this company. And basically, a lot of people don't know this, but I was listening to the interview of the CEO. He basically didn't create Pop Chips, but he was one of the people that basically created the manufacturing for Pop Chips. He created how those are made today. So if you go buy a bag of Pop Chips, which I googled it, and they're valued at $1 billion plus, just Pop Chips as the company. Now, if you go buy a bag of Pop Chips, basically those wouldn't have been made the way they were made without the CEO of Tattooed Chef. He basically, by popping stuff, I believe it's made out of rice, I believe. So he was like basically popping rice and at his factories, and he basically didn't invent, but he found out how by popping rice a certain way you can make Pop Chips. And basically he sold all of that to Pop Chips. I believe it was like a few years back, maybe like 5 years. It was a while ago. And he basically sold all of that a while ago to Pop Chips. So he's been around quite a while, and you can see he's been pretty successful. I mean, to do that, to that big of a company, to be that early, to create that, and then Pop Chips to see the opportunity of how advanced the way he does stuff. I don't see why they couldn't advance. I mean, it's not like I'm wishing they're gonna do these stuff. I mean, the company has been saying for a while that they are going to go and expand away from frozen food. They're going to be doing normal snacks and stuff like that. They've said it many times that they're going to be doing that. So I'm not just like making this stuff up. So that's something to consider. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover. This is why I think Tattooed Chef long term, in about 5 years, they have a lot of potential. I think in 5 years, this stock's a 3x. But over that, at least a 3x, being conservative. But over that, this stock's a 10x stock long term. I don't see a day where I would ever sell the stock, just because I feel like eventually they're gonna pay dividends, right? Food companies tend to pay dividends when growth starts to slow down. I mean, if you look at their growth, they're going from 50%, 30%. Eventually, they're gonna slow down, and maybe 5-10 years from now, they're gonna slow down. Maybe they're gonna grow 5%, 3%, and then most likely then they're gonna start issuing dividends and stuff like that. So this is a very long-term play for me. This is something I would maybe never sell. I think they have a ton of potential. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. That's pretty much all I wanted to say. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. That'll mean a lot. And I'll see you on my next video.